Hello, friends. This is Jimmy Singh, broker owner of Supermax Realty, 647 961 2639. Friends, in today's video, I would like to share a thought that I've been thinking for the last couple of months, and the thought is, does holding cash in your bank account make sense in today's low interest environment? And is cash a safe haven in today's environment in 2020? And over the last couple of months, I have seen a couple of money managers around the world. They've been talking about that cash is dead, cash is trash. The reason, friends, they are saying this is they have seen over the last 50 to 100 years the purchasing power of dollar is going down, and I'm sure lot of you have agreed that since pandemic the cost of groceries and other stuff which we buy is going up because of the inflation. Because in today's environment the governments are bringing the interest way lower and printing trillions and trillions of dollars, sowing seeds for coming inflation, where everything would be more expensive. You need more money to buy the same things. Over the last 50 years or 100 years, friends, let's say in 1950 you buy a can of coke for 5 cents. The same can of coke you have to buy today for $1 or $2, depending where you're buying it, right? So hundreds of years ago, friends, people used to have cash as to store their wealth. So either they have gold or they have cash, and basically cash is used for only two purposes. So cash is a medium for exchange or storing wealth. But if you've been looking for last couple of years and looking at certain economies all around the world, the power of money is going down. So let's say if you have $100 bill with 3% inflation, next year the same money can only buy $97 worth of goods, and following year is going to be down to 94, and so on so forth. So the biggest concern, lot of economists around the world, they think with 2% inflation the value of money will be halved in next 30 to 35 years due to compounding. And obviously that's not a good news for somebody who's stashing and holding money in their bank account or putting in their savings, and holding maybe bonds, government bonds and stuff. Because at the end of the day, they said government has unlimited power. And there is a saying on the Bay Street, they said don't fight feds. So what that means is governments have unlimited resources and powers to keep printing money and keep stimulating economy by all these instruments. So let's say if you think house price is going to crash, because if you print too much money, it actually props up asset prices. So this is the trend I'm seeing this year. Instead of house market coming down, it is actually going up. There are fundamentally lot of different factors, but as I said, the inflation and all these things are causing the asset prices to increase. And when there is uncertainty around the globe, people look for safe havens. They buy gold. In old times, our grandparents used to say buy gold, because when economies and uncertainties prevail and this conflict among big nations, people get rid of the cash and keep buying gold, because it is uh, considered the store of wealth. And I find real estate basically beats inflation and also goes up. And the beauty is, just like stock market pays, some stocks pays dividend, rentals also pay cash flow. So it's kind of a you are also getting cash flow as a dividend, and your price also is going up. And that is certain thought going in my mind. And earlier this year in March, April, when stock market plummet, and a lot of people have concerns about airlines, restaurant stocks. That time, since everything was under lockdown, I traded in my retirement account certain stocks of restaurants and airlines, which did, very well in next, month or so, and then I sold them, right? So my question to you is, whoever has the monies, yes, you should always have some savings in your bank account, maybe 3 to 6 months. And if you're an investor, lot of lenders these days want to see for each rental property, you should have 3 months saving. And if you have 4 rental properties, so you should have 3 months saving for mortgage payment for each property. Plus you have your own house, your own living expensive, you should have cash reserves, because this year COVID has taught us there can be pandemics down the line, and we should be prepared for a rainy day. At the same token, just stashing money in the bank account, in savings or government bonds, or fixed deposit, it's not going to make you rich, because whatever interest you get from your saving account, at the end of the day, in Canada you will get a T5, which is interest, and interest is taxed at the highest tax bracket. So you're not getting rich. So you need to find instruments or assets which beat 2 or 3% inflation. And how do you do that? I'm a real estate bull. I've been personally investing in real estate for 15 years. Real estate beats inflation all the time. So if you're looking for, guys, something to store your wealth, create financial freedom for your family, and leave a legacy, real estate is very solid asset. You should think about it. And if you haven't started in real estate journey, give me a call. My number is 647-961-2639. And our brokerage, Supermax Realty, services Greater Toronto Area, Golden Horseshoe, London, Kitchener-Waterloo, Windsor, and I've been personally investing for last 15 years. Any questions about the video, your comments or concerns about money, losing the value down the line with inflation, leave your comments. I'll reply back. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.